Welcome to day 16, and we head to Taiwan. Now, I happen to already be a fan of Kavalan. I think they did a great job of making astounding whiskey. I really love their concert master, I think it is. It's the port cask finish one. This is just their classic single malt, it looks like. But they are in Yilan County, Taiwan. Probably not pronouncing that correctly. King Car Distillery and award-winning, world-renowned master distiller Ian Chang. Won Distiller of the Year, I think, at one point. Originally, when they were built, there was a Scottishman that helped them put the whole thing together. But, man, they've really just become a damn good standard for non-traditional whiskey location whiskeys. Oh, that is fruity. This is all tropical island right here. If someone told me I was getting rum notes out of this, it would not surprise me. Honey. No coconut. I was about to say coconut, but I don't think it's in there, because I'm thinking tropical. I am getting a lot of vanilla. Maybe a little dried, no, not dried. Yeah, dried mango. Like in the packets that you used to get in the grocery store, and they're already flat dried, but they're still kind of mushy. Oh, well, that's just pretty. This one's a little smooth, shall we say. It could stand to be a little more dramatic. But this just goes down like gold. But it's not boring. It's I get more of the barley now. I get more of the actual grains, and I get some of the barrel tannins in the back end. Yeah, that's just good, man. That's good. You could easily mistake that for a Scottish whiskey, actually. I think it's super cool that countries not traditionally known for whiskey, like Sweden, are stepping into the whiskey world. That's exciting. Remember I said we're in the golden era, and we're all going to get the chance to try things no one had ever thought of before? This is one of those things, man. Who would know? You can go to Taiwan and get a world-class whiskey. On their website, though, right now, I just looked this up. So I'm just kind of enjoying the nose on this whiskey. I looked it up, and they said, if you really want to enjoy the Kavalan Classic drink, it's 1 part Kavalan, 5 parts water, and add ice. Now, I do know that in many Asian countries, there is a tradition of water and ice on your whiskey all the time. India, Japan, it's very common for somebody to be poured a whiskey and then over rice with a lot of water. It's very common. So a lot of the places it feels like they're almost viewing whiskey as like the concentrate that you add in small doses and then bring to its normal level by just pouring a pitcher of water down into it. But I'll tell you, this doesn't need it. It's as really fine all on its own. It's another thing I love about tastes is because taste and smell are so culturally subjective, and the things that you love or gravitate to or understand or even know at all are so dependent on your background and your country, the cultural basis for food flavorings. It's always fascinating to find a culture with a totally different base food culture creating classic whiskey flavors. Because I almost wonder how they're getting it and what they think of it. Like when I compare things to honeysuckle, you can find honeysuckle or things like that all over. But, they could be thinking more like jasmine or, there's so many in different parts of Asia, different foods. So who knows what Ian Chang is is comparing to. But for him, me smelling this whiskey and tasting it and having memories and it tagging my experiences, and it's going to be a totally different trajectory for him. And that's what makes it so fun to drink whiskey with people, is that you're sort of reawakening everyone's memories and emotions from their past experiences. And so one whiskey could take 5 people in 5 completely different directions. And that's just so cool to me. That's a great thing about food and beverages. So anyway, thank you, Master of Malt. I'm glad you guys were with us still. And here's to tomorrow. May your crazy stay this side of legal, and may you return before we have time to miss you. Cheers.